So, this is space. Sputnik 1. Sputnik 1 was the first ever artificial satellite to be launched into space in the year October 4th, 1957, and was launched by the Russians, also known at the time as the Soviet Union. Anyways, the idea for Sputnik 1 was first proposed by Mikhail Tikhonrakov and was built by Soviet engineer Sergei Korolyov.
I really hope I said their names right.
Tikhonrakov thought that if a missile could launch a nuclear warhead through space from one side to another, the same process could be used to launch a satellite into space into elliptical orbit. For anyone not in the know, an elliptical orbit is basically an oval-shaped path an object takes due to the gravitational pull of objects in space. Objects like planets, the sun, and other celestial bodies like stars. To put it simply, things in space are pulling on each other with gravity. Wow! And so, Satellite 1 was born. Get it? Because Sputnik equals satellite in Russian. Sputnik 1 was launched from the Turatam rocket range, now known as the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Sputnik 1 was pressurized with nitrogen and weighed 83 kilograms and carried 2 transmitters, 3 silver zinc batteries, and the ventilation fan. Gaining a max height of 900 kilometers above the Earth, orbiting every 96.2 minutes, traveling 29,000 kilometers an hour, and broadcasting to radio frequencies to the frequencies of 20.005 MHz and 40.002 MHz. With the help of Sputnik, scientists were able to measure the distortion of Sputnik's signal to help them make the first accurate measurements of the upper atmosphere's density and early info on the Earth's ionosphere, which is a part of Earth's atmosphere with a lot of ions. Ions being electrically charged atoms. Sputnik 1 was the greatest achievement for the Soviet Union and its space program. However, the success of Sputnik attracted unwanted attention from the Americans. Moving on. Since this was during the height of the Cold War, America did not like that the Soviets had better technology than them. To combat this, America decided to focus heavily on space exploration. Disliking this fact, the Soviets decided to step up their game when it came to space travel. This eventually led to the space race, which I will not get into. Not only did Sputnik start the space race, but it also advanced space technology and technology as a whole. With the help of Sputnik, early data on the ionosphere was gathered, which is important for the propagation of radio waves, which further developed long-distance communication. Sputnik also paved the way for other satellites to be developed and launched, like RadarSat and Landsat. Sputnik 1 beeped for 22 days until the batteries died out, and remained in orbit until January 4th, 1958, completing 1,400 orbits and traveling 70 million kilometers. It is undeniable that Sputnik 1 had a great impact on our world, in science, space, and our world that we live in today. That's all I got. My camera is still shaking. I'm very tired. My endings are usually more better than this, but I'm just tired. I'm going to sleep. Good night.